Yeah, Shiva.
Sir.
What is the demo now?
So today, we'll discuss about our requirement first of all. Okay. So what
This
is
is
the
your first demo, right? After joining.
sir? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is your first demo, right? Right.
Yes.
Okay. Please go ahead.
Yeah. So first of all, we need to discuss our requirement. So then we'll go one by one. Okay. So okay, right. So the requirement is all about a developer needs his MySQL legacy data set up on EC2 Linux VM, and it should be shared to other developer through EBS volume. Okay, so this is our requirement, and we need to do this requirement one by one. Okay, the tasks. Okay, so let's get into another slide. So this is our architectural diagram which we need to follow while completing the our requirement. Okay, so in our AWS console, so we are using AWS services, right? So in our AWS console we are using IAM services and S3 bucket and also EC2 and MySQL. So these are the services which we are involved in the for completing the requirement. Okay, so okay, fine. So these are the tasks which we need to be.
Can you explain the second diagram? What is that second diagram?
Yes, yeah.
What you do
so basically our requirement is, so if one developer has the user data, so he needs to be shared to the other developer through EBS volume. So in that case, first we need to insert data into the EC2. So from EC2 we can take from EC2 we can take into the MySQL DB backup. So and we need to store the EBS volume, the data. So from EBS volume we need to transfer the EBS volume 2. So from the EBS volume 2, it will be DB backup restored to the MySQL, and also it is mounted to the EC2 server. So the user developer 2 will access this data storage from developer 2.
So it means the second EC2 also you are preparing with MySQL server setup. Then
Yes,
later on you are restoring the backup from EBS value.
Same setup.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so this is the our requirement. So these are the tasks which we need to be performed while completing our requirement. Okay, so these are the tasks. It is almost around 24 tasks are there to complete the requirement. Okay, so let's get into one by one first of all. Okay, so this is the prerequisite for our completing the task. So first is AWS IAM admin account. Okay, so just go into our AWS admin account. Okay. Account. So this is our AWS console. So this is my IAM account with administration access. So from this account, I'm doing everything here only. Okay. So this is our AWS administration account. So our next one is a data file in CSV format. So this is in my local. So okay, I will see this again. Okay. So this is our data. So this is our data. Okay, so it is for example we'll take this one CSV format. Okay, fine. Yes, okay. So these are the prerequisite which we need to perform our requirement. Okay, so this is task one. So in task one we need to create a group. Okay, so go to IAM services from root account and we need to create a group developer. Okay, so let's go into our AWS console. Let's go into IAM services. Okay, first of all, we need to create one group. Okay, so go to users group, click on create group. Okay, give a name, developer. So what we are doing here, so create a group developer and we can assign permissions to the developer. So what are the permissions? EC2 full access, S3 full access, administrator access. Okay, so let's go into our AWS console, come down here, so click here. Next one is EC2 access, and one more is administration access. So this one, administrator access. Okay, so come down, let's get create group, click on create group. So our developer is creating. So meanwhile, we'll go into. Okay. So our task one is completed. Okay, let's get into our task two. Okay, so in our task two, we need to create users. Okay, so create users, dev one and dev two. Okay, so we'll go to AWS console, click on users, add users. So give a username, developer one, and add another user, developer two. So I will go with AWS management console. Okay. So it's our way. Okay, so you can go either access key or password as management console access, and I'll go with custom password. So it is very easy for me. So there is no need to require password reset because I already gave custom password, right? So next, permissions. So I need to give, see here. So I need to give select developer group to the users, right? So go to AWS console, give developer access to the users, permission, developer permissions, right? Amazon is to full access. Wait. Yeah, click on create. So I think I don't have to create any tags here right now. So next, review. This is 1 second. Yeah. So we need to assign developer to the users right now. Yeah. Okay. So dev1 and dev2. So group developer is assigned to the users. Okay. Click on create users. Okay. So our developer users are successfully created. So just download our CSV file. Okay. Fine. So let's get into next task. So our task is about S3 bucket. So we need to create S3 bucket. So before we are going to S3 bucket, so we need to log in first of all in developer one user. So from developer one, we will execute the remaining tasks. Okay, fine. Let's take this. Username is developer one. Sign in. So now we are in the developer one user. See here, developer one user right now. So I am in North Virginia region. So I will do all the tasks here only. Okay, so what is our task is, so yeah, create S3 bucket, right? So go to our AWS console, create S3 bucket. Okay, so just click on create bucket. So make sure you should be give a name with a unique name. So I will go with so make sure you select one region. So I'll select US East one right now. Okay, so I need to enable ACL and come here. I need to unblock all public access, but however it is not a preferable way in real time, but for the sake of learning purpose I will go with this. Okay, so I acknowledge this one, so click on so I'll go with the default options right now. So click on create bucket. Yes, so our bucket is ready. Okay, so our task has been done. So go to our yeah, this task has been done. Okay, right now let's get into another task. So here we need to launch one EC2 instance. Okay, so go to our AWS console, search for EC2 from dev1 user. Okay, click on create EC2, click on. Yeah, there are no instances right now, so click on instances. So click on launch instance. So these are the steps which I need to follow to launch EC2. So these are the steps. Okay, so select T2 micro, add storage, default storage. So I follow these steps only. So go to AWS console. So name is you can give any name. So I will just give developer 01 only. Now you need to select OS. So I will go with Ubuntu server, and the filter is I'll select with 18.04 right now. So you can select as per your wish. Okay. So it is a filter only, and the instant type is T2 micro. It is filter eligible. Yeah. So key name. So I will go with North Virginia, this one. So if you don't have, you can create here. Okay. So I can edit here. So this is our default VPC. So we need to select at least one subnet right now. I will go with US East 1 year. Right. See here, US East 1 year. 1 second, 1 second. Yeah, fine. And here security group already is there, and come to security group. Yeah, 22 is already is there, so no need to give anything. So and already the root volume, it is by default it is already there. Okay, so click on launch instance. Yes, so our instance is ready for us. Okay, so just refresh it. It can be up and running state. Yeah, see, it is running now. So the server is now up and running. So now our task 4 also completed. Okay, so go to EC2 dashboard and click on connect to Movaxtem. Okay, so we'll connect our server through SSH from Movaxtem. Okay, so go to Movaxtem. So I'll connect from here, go to session, click on SSH. So I need to give here remote host, right? So what is the remote host means? Just click on here, developer one. So see this public IP address. So this is our remote host name. Okay. So go to here. So give this IP address. So this is our username. So this is our Ubuntu server right now we are using. So this is Ubuntu. So use private key. Click on here. So this is our PEM file private key which we need to give to launch our EC2 instance. Yeah, yes, with this we have successfully connected through SSH. So first I need to update the server by using sudo apt. So now the server is updating. So with this we have successfully completed our task 4. So let's get into task 5. So in task 5 we need to download a CSV file into EC2. So actually the CSV file is in S3 bucket right now. Yeah, so we need to download from S3 to EC2. So for this we need to use this command wget URL of S3 object. Okay, so let's get into our AWS console. Go to search for is S3. Click on S3. Yeah, here is there. So yeah, actually we need to upload our CSV data file right now. Okay, so now we can upload. Okay, add files. So this is user data. Click on open. So come down. So just click on upload. So upload succeeded. Okay. So go to user data CSV. So this is our object URL. So we can download from here to EC2. Okay. So click on copy here. So come our backstem. So S3 URL. Okay. Enter. Yeah. Bucket CR1 come dot columns response. Okay. 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 Once again, go to our AWS console. Doesn't have bucket versioning enabled. Okay. So we need to enable versioning also. Resolving bucket 21 aws.com connected. Okay, I will create another bucket. Okay, it has some problem here. Click on create bucket. So it is in UST1 region. So I need to enable ACL. So I need to allow all public access for the sake of demo. Okay, just click on bucket versioning enable. So just click create bucket. So our bucket is ready. So go to our ABC01 bucket. So just click on upload, add files. So yes. Just upload it. Okay, close it. So click on here. Wait. So first, before going to uh, take it, so click on here. So from actions, we need to make public first of all. So that's why we went to go to wrong way. So first of all, we need to make it public. So yeah, successfully edited public access. Okay, close it. Then click on here. Then I will copy the object URL. So now it has successfully. Enter. So now we have successfully have done 100% to download CSV file into our EC2 local right now. So with this, we have completed our task 5. So let's get into task 6. Before going to task 6, we need to verify the file whether it is present or not. Okay, so go to our web extra. So just give ls. Yes, the user data.csv is present in our EC2 local. So we need to check our path also. For this path, we need to give pwd. So this is our path. So here in this path, our file is saved in our local EC2 local. Okay, fine. So let's get into next to task. So this is the task which we need to install MySQL on EC2. So these are the commands which we need to follow to install MySQL on EC2. Okay, so we already updated our server. Next, we install MySQL server. Okay, so go to our web extension, sudo sudo apt get apt-get install. Click on Y. Yes, it is creating. So it is setting up all the libraries and the dependencies, and it will finally create. So after we need to install MySQL server, so we need to check version also. So what version it is, and we need to install MySQL in a secure way. So we need to authenticate the MySQL in a secure way. Otherwise, it is very serious. And we need to check whether our service is running or not. Okay. So these are the steps which you need to install. Yes, successfully we have installed our MySQL server on our EC2. So we'll check our version also. MySQL version. So this is a 5.7.39 version. Okay, so now we need to install MySQL in a secure way. So this is the command. Okay, sudo MySQL secure installation. On enter. Click on Y. So it is a strong. Okay, I will go with 0 for the sake of learning purpose. So new password. Okay. So now I am entering new password. Okay. Re-enter new password. Okay. So press yes. Yeah. Click on Y. Click on Y. Yes. We'll go with Y. So I have done my SQL in a secure way. Okay. So go to our So we need to check our service whether it is up and running or no. Okay. So this is the command. Sudo ctl status MySQL service. So our server is up and running. Okay, it's good to go. So okay, we can able to install with this command. Okay, with we can get into MySQL with this command. So let's get into. So yeah, we can able to enter into our MySQL database inside. But however, it is not a preferable way. We can't directly enter into our MySQL database. We should at least we should authenticate something to change our root users for the security purpose. Okay, so for this to authenticate our SQL in a method way, so this command will help. Okay, select user. See, select user. Authentication string. Post from MySQL user. Dot semicolon. Enter. So these are the user authentication string, default plugin and host. Okay, so we need to change our root users for the security purpose. Okay, so to provide security for the user, so this is the command: alter user, root, direct, identified with MySQL native password by so here for the sake of demo, I'm go with my password is in a visible way, but it is not a preferable way in our real time. So we should at least we can give a variable and we need to hide the password. So just I will go with this visible. Okay. So click on enter. You have an error syntax. Okay. Yeah, it is error mistake. Again, alter user. Host. Identified with is by. Yes, yeah, by. Make sure we are in enter the proper way. Okay, execute. Yeah, query. Okay, so it is effective. Okay. See. Okay, we have successfully provided our security to the user. Okay, let's get into login once again. So go to our. So we can exit from here and we can again log in whether our credentials are working or not. Okay, sudo MySQL new root. It is asking password. So with this we can able to log in with credentials. So it is a good way to go. So with this we completed our task 6. Let's get into task 7. So we need to create database and data table on MySQL. Okay. So for this task, first of all, we need to check whether it is the database is available or not. Okay. So for this, show databases. Okay. So go to our just. So these are the default in our databases. So there is no databases right now. So okay. So go here. So we need to create one database for our MySQL. Okay. So create database user data. Go here, create this. And enter. Okay. So we need to that is created or not. Yes. See, user data is created successfully. And we need to use for database for the next step. Okay. Use now database has changed. Okay. Now we need to create a one data table for our database. Okay. So these are the steps. Create table, user details, ID. Okay. First name. Okay. Email, gender, gender, so click on enter. So yeah, query okay. So 0 rows affected. Okay. So now we need to check the table whether it is created or not. So for this, this is the command. Describe user. Yes, we successfully created our data table inside our database. Okay. So this is task 7. Okay, so we have successfully completed. So go to our task 8. So this is the main thing which we need to do the thing. So we need to set the local infile setting on EC2. So in order to access our local file to the global, so we need to set the following infile settings in our EC2. Okay, so go to our EC terminal. Okay, so now we are in our database, inside database. Okay, first of all we need to come out from a database. So for that we need to exit. Now we are in the EC2 terminal. Okay, so this is the command which we need to follow to set the local settings. Okay, MySQL -- local infile is equal to 1 u root yes, yeah -u root so, yeah, so we have executed this successfully. So now we need to install the global. So we need to our local file as a global means we need to do this MySQL set global local in is equal to true. Okay. So yes, it has successfully done. So we are good to go to update or anything in our EC2. Okay, so let's get into our task 9. So we need to import our CSV file from EC2 into MySQL server. So still the CSV file in our EC2 local. Now we need to import our CSV file from EC2 into MySQL. So this is the commands which we need to execute to import a CSV file from EC2 into MySQL. Okay, so this is the command. Okay, load local info. Right. So this is our home path where our actually our CSV data file is actually located. Okay, in our EC2 local. So this is our path. Okay, so home Ubuntu user data.csv. So yeah, now we need to execute our into table user details. Yeah, so now we need to import CSV file into table right now. So this is the command into table user details. Okay, see whether it is there or not. Okay, just click on it. And this is the CSV file right now. So it is in the CSV form, right? So we need to terminate it by colon in our database. Okay, so this is the fields colon with colon enclosed by lines terminated by so yeah, last one is ignore one row. So basically it is like head will come. So this is this one, so we can ignore that one row, first row. Click on enter. Yes, it shows no database selected. Okay, so Yeah. So keep it. We need to keep remember. So we need. So first of all, we can use user data. So otherwise, if we can do any operation before we need to execute one command, that is choose no database selected. Okay. So yeah, we already executed. Just enter it. Yes, we have successfully uploaded our data into our MySQL server. Okay, so let's get into check. So verify whether the CSV data file is imported into MySQL server. Okay, this is the command. Okay, go into our so select store from user details. So yeah, we have successfully uploaded our CSV data file into our EC2. Sorry, MySQL. Okay, so this is the data, whole data. So with this, we have completed our task 9. Okay, go to our task 10. Yeah, so we need to insert a sample of data into an existing database. Yeah, already we have a database right now, so we need to insert. So basically, the scenario will be like this: a developer, is updating the already in user data, so he can update the sample one user data. So I need to take one sample data right now. So this is the one sample data. Okay, so I need to execute this one. Okay, go over insert. User details. So ID. First name. First name, last name, email, gender. Gender. Okay. Need to give values also as well as the values will be. So this is ID 101. Okay. Can give as per your wish. Last name Krishna. And your email and gender. Okay, so need to give email. Fine. So without any mistakes, I hope it is executed. Yeah, yes. So our query one row affected. Okay. So we need to check whether if the data is inserted properly or not. Okay. So let us check. Yes. Execute. Yes, we have successfully insert our sample data into our MySQL data. See, this is the our new sample data. Okay, so with this we have completed our task 10. So let us go into our task 11. So our task 11 is take a DB backup into root volume from developer 1. Okay, so for this task we need to install a MySQL dump on our EC2. So to take a DB backup right now. Okay, so execute this command. So we need to come out from this MySQL data, exit. So just go into this sudo apt get install MySQL. What is client? Enter. Yeah, yes, we can successfully install our MySQL dump. Okay, so next we need to create a database backup. Okay, so this is the command. Okay, so MySQL -u -p user data. So yeah, here we need to give user data. SQL. So execute command not found. Okay, okay. So password. Yeah. So verify whether the data backup file is created or not. Okay, so just give ls. Yeah, so see user dot underscore data dot SQL is available in our path. Okay, so now we need to check the backup file path also. Just give command pwd is in the same path. Okay, so okay, fine. So with this we completed our task 11. So our task 12. Okay, so it is about to create a second EBS volume on developer 1. So you might have a think about where is the first EBS volume. So actually whenever we launch an EC2 instance, so it by default one root volume will be created automatically. Okay, let's get into, let's see where is the our EBS first volume. Okay, so search for EC2, click on EC2. So see, this is so yeah, we have created already one server right now here. Yes, go to our volumes, click on volumes. So by default, so this is the 8 GB. So by default, it is already there. Okay, so now I need to create what is our task? Yeah, create a second EBS volume on developer 1 instance. Okay, so go to AWS login, go to EC2 dashboard, click on Elastic Block Storage, and we need to give these configurations. Okay, so go to our EBS, click on create volume. So this is a general purpose SSD 10 GB, size is 10 GB, availability zone is same as EC2 instance. Okay, so I need to give here 10 GB, and the availability zone is US East 1 year, because our server is also in same zone, US East 1 year. So we should give same availability zone, otherwise it is not appear here. So click on create volume. So this is our volume. So this is our EBS. volume 1. Okay, save it. So with this we completed our task 12. So go to our task 13. So here we need to attach EBS volume in the same AWS login. Okay, go to EC2 Elastic Block Storage volumes and click on top menu actions. Click on attach volume. Okay, so click on EC2 instance ID. Okay, go to our AWS console. So this is our volume. So we need to attach EBS volume. Okay, so click here, actions. Okay, let me refresh it. Click on EBS, click on actions, go to attach. So I need to give here instance. So yeah, it is already is there. So developer one instance ID. So device name is /dev/hdf. So yeah, so here see you can rename it either developer svdp or svdf. Yeah, I will go with this default option. Okay, no need to worry. Attach volume, create attach volume. So with this, see now it is in use. So we already attached this volume to our EBS volume. So with this, we have completed our task 13. So let's get into task 14. So in here we need to mount EBS volume on developer one. Okay, so go to our EC2 dashboard. Okay, so already we have in our EC2 this one. So verify whether the created volume is attached to EC2 machine. Okay, so let us verify our EC2 volume is attached to the volume or not. Okay, so go on ls blk. See here xvdf. So we have attached 10 GB disk to our EBS volume. Yes, yeah. So now we need to check whether the file system is present or not. Okay, in our volume. So this is the command which we need to execute. -s / xv. See here there is only data is available. So there is only data, so there is no file system is available here. See only data is there. So we need a file system. So there is no file system here. So we need to create file system first. Okay, so for this we need to create file system on the EBS volume. So this is the command sudo fs -t ext4. Basically ext4 is the Linux command which we need to follow. /dev So with this we have created our file system successfully. Okay, so let's get into another step. So create one directory where our data actually can be stored on the volume. So we need to create one directory to store our database storage. So this is command sudo mkdir mount volume. Okay, so this is the our created directory which we need to store our data. Empty /volume. Yeah, so we have created successfully our directory. So now we need to mount that we need to mount the directory to the newly partitioned volume. Okay, so we need to move to the EBS volume from dev to mount volume 1. So this is the command. sudo mount dev xvdf, okay, slash volume 1. So we need to mount from this root volume to created directory root volume folder, okay, volume 1. Enter. Okay, so we need to check whether it is successfully mounted or not. Okay, so for this we need to execute lsblk. See here, yeah, it is successfully attached to the mount volume. Okay, so with this we have completed our task 14. So let's get into task 15. So we need to copy data backup file from root volume to new volume. Okay, so now we need to copy our data file from root volume to new volume. So for this we need to copy the file newly mounted. Okay, so we need to execute this command to copy the file from root volume to new volume. So this is the root volume, this is new volume. So we need to execute this command. Sudo rsync sudo rsync -a sharp dash home .sql. Mount volume. So create a new directory, right? Yes. MNT. So we have successfully copied our from root volume to new volume. So we need to check whether it is successfully copied from root volume to new volume. So check whether it is successful. So we need to change directory to root volume to created directory. Volume 1 is our created directory. So just so with this, yeah, we have successfully copied root volume to the created directory user data SQL. It is available in our created directory. So with this, we have completed our task 15. So let's jump into task 16. Now we need to unbound EBS volume and detach. Okay. Now we need to do this task. So now unmount the volume from dev1 machine. So this is the command which we need to execute to unbound EBS volume. Okay. So come here. Sudo -d means detach dev xvdf. Enter. Target is easy. Okay. So detach volume from console so that it can be attached to dev2 machine. Okay. So go to our AWS console. We can do manually here. So click on here, actions. Let me refresh it. Detach volume. Touch. Still it is in use state. So it will come to available state. Let me refresh. going to execute sudo umount. Target is busy. Okay. To see what is happening. Still it is in new state. Okay, wait. So what we need to do is so now we need to execute this task there. So first of all, yeah, see, actually I executed in mount volume directory. First of all, I need to come back. First of all, okay. Sorry for the thing. So cd dot 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 dot. So actually now I am in root account. Okay. So execute sudo umount -d dev yes. So now we need to go to console, AWS console, and we can detach volume from dev1 and it can be attached to dev2. Okay. So go to AWS console, click on here. Still it is in use. Attach. See, now it is in available state. So we have successfully detached our EBS volume from developer one user. Okay, so yeah, so with this we have completed our task 16. So let's get into task 17. So now we need to launch EC2 from developer to user. So for this task, I need to take some other version of. Okay, I will go with the Mini Opera. So this is our developer 2 URL. Okay, once again. So just click on enter. This is dev2. Okay. So now we are logging in from dev to user. Okay, so let's get into take a look at task. So yeah, so we need to launch EC2 from developer to user. So this is the, so I'm go with the same EC2 service and the same Ubuntu ID. Okay, so go to our AWS console. Right, so this is our AWS console from developer to. So I'll go with EC2 service. Click on instance. Click on instance. So this is developer 2. So I need to select OS. Okay, I selected Ubuntu server OS. So selected 18.04 version. So it is a pre-tier eligible. So the instant type is also T2 micro. Okay. So let's select keep pair also. So I need to edit here. So you need to select at least one subnet, which we need to same availability zone. See US is to 1 year. So already security group is there. So I'll go with the default options, everything same. Okay, just create on launch instance. Yes, we have successfully launched our EC2. See, dev2 is pending. Okay, let me refresh it. Okay, let me refresh it. So I think it will take around 10 seconds. Okay, so okay, while in meanwhile we can see what is the next task. So okay, attach EBS volume. Okay, come here. So see our developer to instance is up and running state. Okay, now it's good to go. So go to our Mobaxterm. So click on session, click on SSH. So remote host, you need to give. Click on here. So this is our public IPv4 address. Take it. Go here. Paste it. So advanced SSH settings. Use private key. Click on here. Go to North Virginia. PEM5. Open. Click on OK. So now it is from developer to user. So this is our instance. Okay. So we have successfully logged into developer to user. Okay. So this is so let me update server first of all. Enter. So we have successfully updated our server. So yeah, we have completed our task 17 also. So let's get into 18. So now we need to attach EBS volume. Okay, so go to developer to AWS login and go to Elastic Black Store and click on volumes. We need to select EBS volume and attach it to the developer tool. So go to our developer tool. So go to volumes. So already we have detached our EBS volume right now. Yes. So select it. need to attach our volume. Okay. Now we need to select our dev2, dev2, not dev1, dev2 server. So click on attach volume. So have successfully attached volume to the dev2 user. Okay. So with this we have completed our task 18 also. So let's get into task 18. So verify whether the newly attached volume is displayed in dev2. Okay. So now we need to verify by using lsblk. So yeah, yes. See here we have attached the volume 10 GB disk. Okay, at the last bottom. Okay. Now we need to check the file system, so whether it is present or not. So for this we need to execute this command. Okay, sudo file -s dev xv. So yeah, see here ext4 file system data. Yeah, so we already have the file system and data as well as. So there is no need to create again a file system here. So it is already there available. So let's get into our step 5. Okay, so now we need to create one directory to store our data in the new volume. So for this we need to execute this command. Okay, so go to sudo dir /mnt/volume1. Click. So we have created our directory to store our data. So now we need to mount that directory on the volume. So we need to mount from a dev root volume to new volume. So our console sudo /xv. So this is our new directory, mnt volume1. So now we need to check whether actually it is in our new directory or not. Okay, so for this you need to execute this one, lsblk. See, actually we have mounted this new directory to the disk, right? See at the bottom of this screen, mount volume. Yes. So yeah, we have completed our task 19 also. So let's get into task 20. So here what is we need to do? So copy data backup file from new volume to dev2 root volume. Yeah, so we need to verify that data backup file present, whether it is in our mount volume or not. So go to our cd volume1. So just ls. See, our user data SQL is available in our new created directory. Okay. So yeah, so now we need to copy that file from to the root volume to restore. So for this we need to execute this command. So we did the same thing in developer one user. So same procedure also we need to follow here. Sudo -a sudo rsync -a sh. Now, this is our actually our file is root volume is the to home /mnt volume1 / user data .sql. Okay. We need to copy from this directory to destination directory, okay, in our EC2 dev to user. So execute this command. So now we need to check whether it is successfully copied from mount volume to home Ubuntu. Okay, so just will check. Okay, so give ls. Wait. Okay, wait. I think we need to come out from the cd dot. So just ls. Okay, actually we are in root tribe, so just go to our slash directory to slash home. Yeah, so see, our file is successfully copied from our mount volume 1 to home Ubuntu. Okay, so actually it is here, home Ubuntu folder. So with this we have completed our task 20 also. So let's get into task 21. So now we need to install MySQL server on EC2 developer 2. Okay, so these are the steps we need to execute. Already we have executed our server update. So now we need to install MySQL. So MySQL. So click on Y. Yes, the MySQL is updating, installing. So further we need to check the version also. So it is installing. Okay, so it is successfully installed. Now we need to check the version also. MySQL ---- version. Click on enter. So same 5.7.39 is the version. Okay, so now we need to install MySQL in a secure way. So to authenticate, we need to install. What is that? Sudo MySQL secure installation. Secure installation. Okay. Press Y. So I'll go with 0 password. Okay. Okay, just give Y. Click on Y. Press Y. Okay, with this we have done our MySQL in a secure way. Now we need to check our actually our server is up and running or not. Sudo what is the sudo systemctl status MySQL dot service. Yeah, it is up and running only. So okay, let's get into MySQL. Okay, let's get login. Sudo. Yeah, we have directly logged into MySQL inside MySQL, but however it is not a correct way to do the thing. So we need to authenticate in to change our root credentials, okay, with the help of authentication method. Okay, so let me execute this command. Select user. authentication stream. Plugin. Post from SQL dot user. So this is the default user authentication plugin host. So we need to change our root credentials for the security purpose also. So need to execute this command to change our root credentials. Alter user alter user root @localhost. Identified with, okay, MySQL native password by password native is that password. Here I am giving an invisible way, but we shouldn't give like this. So we need to take a variable and we need to assign that one. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Semicolon. Yeah, something is missing. Okay, let me check. Alter user root. Okay. So I need to execute once again. Something is wrong. User. Alter user root @localhost. Localhost. Okay. MySQL. MySQL native password. Password. Yes. Query okay. So 0 rows affected. So with this, we have successfully changed our root credentials. So now we need to log in from the. So exit from here. Whether we can able to log in from our root credentials, which we are assigning now. So MySQL -u root -p. Yeah, it will ask password. Yes. So with the help of password, I will able to log in into the MySQL server. Okay. So with this, we have completed our this one also. So okay, now we need to create database on developer to MySQL server. Okay, so now we need to create a database in our SQL Dev 2 server. So this is our dev2 server. So we need to create database. Yeah, show. So first we need to check whether the database is available or not. But for this, show databases. So there is no database, custom database. These are the default things. Okay. Now we need to create database. So create user data. Okay. Enter. Create database user data. Oh wait, please give a semicolon at the end. Semicolon. Okay. So to use database, we need to execute this command. Use user data. Semicolon. Yeah, see, database changed. So yeah, so now we need to check actually the database is created or not. Okay, so execute this command. Show databases. Yeah, see, user data is created. Yeah, yes, so our user data is created successfully. So let's get into our task. Next task. So restore DB backup to developer to MySQL server. Okay. So we already created a database user data. Okay, we already created user data database. So now we need to log in from. We need to log into MySQL server. We already in the MySQL server only. Okay, so no need to execute this thing. So just come out from the MySQL server. Exit. So what is the task is about? Restore DB backup to developer to MySQL server, right? Yeah. So this is the command. This is the command which we need to execute to restore DB backup. Okay. So this is the command sudo MySQL -u -p -p user data user data. Okay, let's execute. Enter password. Enter. So yeah. So I executed this task and let me execute the last task one. So verify whether the updated record is present in our restored data. Okay, so let's get into check actually whether it is in our database or not. Okay, so for this we need to execute. Okay, so let's log into the MySQL server. Sudo. We need to check actually it is updated or not. Database. Okay, now we are inside MySQL. So we need to check first of all this command use user data. So unless we don't execute it, use user. Okay, spelling mistake. Yeah, database change. So let's execute this command, select store from MySQL. Select. SQL. Sorry, select a star from user details. Sorry, user details. So yeah, with this we have successfully uploaded our so last database also it is uploaded successfully. See, this is last one. We have updated a few minutes ago back. So with this we have completed our actual requirement. What is that?
Correct. Go to architecture diagram.
Okay.
So basically, the first EC2 you install it with developer one machine, MySQL, and pull the CSV data and upload it into that and made the database available. And you took a backup. That backup you moved into EBS value. For EBS value attachment, what you did it, mounted it, and a file system was created it. In that file system, you copied it. After that, you kept it like that with that EC2 or detached it.
Yes.
In dev01, you detached it and kept it there, EBS value.
Yeah, I need to take a DB backup.
No, that's correct. That EBS value is moved to the second user. So
Yes.
you detached it, and when you open the dev02 account, you attach it to new EC2.
Yes.
In new EC2 also, you set up the MySQL server and took the backup from the EBS volume, copied into the root volume, and from there you uploaded it. You restored the backup, right? In 24th task, you showed the data. This is a long process actually, sharing the data through EBS volume to another EC2 to save the EBS volume, not to duplicate it. But how did you feel these tasks? Because this is your first demo, and did you experience this kind of live tasks in the past?
So yeah, actually, I don't have any experience in the past. So it is a new. I felt it is very exciting to discuss all those things in live.
So, you felt any difficulty to learn this as a first POC with these tasks, or you felt exciting to do that?
So I think I feel a little bit nervous when I started this.
First round. First round.
Yes. So
Okay. First round practice you had nervous. How many times you practiced before demo?
yeah, it's actually 4 times.
6 times.
Four times.
4 times. Okay. Good. But you did consistently without having showstopper. Continuously expand it. Right? It is a very good demo, no doubt about that. And documentation also made very good way. I appreciate you. In the first demo itself, you proved it. Right? Thanks for your demo and good night. We'll see you later sessions.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.